All right, here we are, Friday, June 6, 2025, on a Bow Canyon to Moonridge trail. A smaller trail, I think it's only a couple miles long. Well, let's see what this looks like. Starts at the end of a neighborhood. Only 3 or 4 spots to park. Looks real nice as usual. Anyway, let's check it out for today. There's one other car at the trailhead, so don't expect many people out today. It's a loop, so there's 2 ways to go. I'm going counterclockwise. Chipmunks are out. Nice, peaceful trail. Trail's nice too. There's rocks, but it's mostly dirt. Lots of chipmunks out running around. Oh, there's somebody coming up behind me. So much for peaceful. This big bluebird. There it goes. It's only about 500 to 600 foot elevation gain, but a little bit of a climb going on. Nothing bad, but definitely get your heart pumping a little bit. Still climbing. Whoa. Go this way. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, that definitely did a little leg workout. All right, a mile in, I suppose somewhere around the halfway point. It's been a pretty good climb up to this point. Started off very easy. I think I made a little distance between the people behind me. I keep hearing laughter occasionally. Hopefully they're held up by that hill. Oh, this manzanita. Thought it would be a little bit more sunnier today. Still warm enough. It's 60 something. All right, somebody's coming up on me finally. All right, well, I stopped for a little water break and let the couple behind me pass me by so I don't have to listen to her yakking. And I'm glad I did. I checked my old trails, so I'm walking down the trail. I would have kept on going down this trail. You know, nice, well-defined trail. And it is a trail, but it's a different trail. So anyway, I noticed that they went this way, a much smaller trail, you know. I mean, that's what we came up. I would have kept on going. Anyway, they went this way. I looked at the All Trails app, and yeah, so this is the loop trail. Anyway, I would have checked the app eventually, but stopped at the right time, apparently. Anyway. Oh, nice. So we got these little thorn bushes, both sides. Little bitty tree. Anyway, looking out for rattlesnakes. All this dead branches and whatnot are just perfect camouflage. I don't know if I mentioned my last video, but I weighed my pack loaded about 14 pounds, which is fine. I want to carry some weight. Gives me a better workout, but about 2.5 liters of water. Certainly don't need that much out here today. Some food and other things. Back to climbing. Nice little place to take a break. Sit on some rocks. Anyway, break is over. A little bit of the I can't see Baldwin Lake in the distance. Anyway, the dry lake at least. Definitely would do this trail again. It's not too long, it's a good workout, it's fairly shaded. Lots of places to take a break. It's nice out here. Not too popular of a trail. Good for the summer months when you're looking for something not too bad. Definitely a moderate workout though. I think I've reached about the highest point. There's a lake in the distance. There we go, right through there. Anyway, that's not the trail though. Lots of places to take a break. It's better at the top. It looks like it's downhill from here. All right, about a mile and a half in. That's the dry, I assume, Baldwin Lake. Anyway, coming down, there's a few really good steep parts. Kind of slippery. Luckily, it leveled out a little bit and going back down again. Nice out here, late spring. Thing looks real nice. Lots of little patches of wildflowers and whatnot. Just little spots. There's the lake. There we go. That's a nice view. It's one old tree. Look at this. So almost 2.25 miles in, almost done. Anyway, definitely you want to go counterclockwise. That way when you're coming back on the loop, you get these nice occasional views of the lake. If you're going the other way, well, it'd be behind you. In case this is the last video, definitely a nice trail. So obviously 2.25, close to maybe 2.5 miles once we're done. Definitely moderate trail. It's a good workout. There's some uphills. The gain is, a little bit over 500 feet, so it's not a lot, but there's another shorter trail that loops nearby. In fact, I think I can access it from the beginning of this one. When I get back to the truck, take a break, I'm gonna look at it. I might just do that today as well. Birdie over there. Trail's fairly, detailed. You can certainly see it. That place at the top, you do need to make sure you take the right turn off. Seems to be cell service up here, I think pretty much the whole way. Definitely recommend the All Trails app. Especially if you don't have service, get the Plus and you can pre-download the map. Also has, oh, look at that lizard. That was a crazy looking lizard. Anyway, it'll even give you an alert if you go off trail. Anyway, just about done. Till next time. So I'm going to add this 1 mile easy loop. It actually intersects with the trail I was just on. This is the Lassen Drive and Bow Canyon Loop. It's listed as an easy trail. Like I said, it's another 1.1 miles apparently. And it starts near the parking lot of, what was I on? Bow Canyon to Moonridge. And it'll loop right back. Technically the start is somewhere else, but you can do it, at the other trail because it does intersect. This one stays closer to the neighborhoods. But it's just as nice. Right, about 0.63 miles in on this little add-on, this 1.1 mile easy trail. I guess it's easy because it's short, but there's some hills on here. Anyway, it's a good add-on to the other one since it is only a mile. There are a couple side trails here and there, so if you want to actually do the trail, just use the app. That's cool. We got some wildflowers. Yellow. But yeah. Actually, there's a spot up here. I could have cut off this little section, which if you're looking for something easier, definitely do that. It looks like you would be on the regular trail. You kind of are, but anyway, the official trail, I backtracked, but it's got a bit of a workout. That's cool, all these flowers. Finally leveled off. Oh, more flowers. That's so nice. So you definitely want the app to stay on trail, because that looks like it would be the trail, and then it's like, well, wait a minute, trail goes this way. Check the app. Well, yeah, that's a trail, but it goes somewhere else. So off this way, according to the app and the map. Anyway, I would not categorize this as an easy trail. I mean, it's not hard or super moderate, but maybe it's because I'm going counterclockwise. I don't know. But it's a good little workout. It's got quite a few hills on it. Some good climbs. Anyway, should be near the end, coming up another quarter mile or so. It is a good add-on, and all these wildflowers are a nice addition to it. Of course, it's absolutely beautiful out. many people on it. I saw a few other people here and there, but probably just people from the neighborhood taking their dogs for a walk and whatnot. Anyway, unless something interesting comes up, it's gonna be it for today.